Number 36, our last SAT toast practice that matches up with your Unit 2 material and skills. Okay, they want us to solve, so we're looking for what is the value for the variable, and we have an absolute value equation. All right, so we have the absolute value of x minus 3 equals 9. Let's pause for a second and remind ourselves what does this statement mean. So again, absolute value is a measure of your distance from 0. Okay, so they have a number line, here's 0, and they're taking the absolute value of some number minus 3, and they're saying it's going to be 9 spaces from 0. So you have to remember that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces from 0, that happens at the positive and at the negative side. Okay, so when we solve absolute values, there's 2 options available. Okay, and we have to take both of those into consideration. I could be at a negative number, and that would be 9 spaces from 0, or a positive number, and that would be 9 spaces from 0. So for this problem, we're solving it just like solving any other equation. We're trying to get our variable by itself. So what's happening to this number? It was some number. They subtracted 3, and then they took the absolute value. Okay, those are the operations. That's what's happened. So our directions, the rest of our information says the value of one of the solutions to the equation is 12. What's the value of the other one? Okay, and again, this has 2 solutions because it's an absolute value equation. There are both those possibilities, the positive and the negative. So they already solved one for you, but I'm going to show you both of them just for that review. Okay, so what I want to do for the x, I need to again undo what's happening to it. We have to reverse this minus 3 and undo the absolute value sign. So we're going to work backwards. How do I undo the absolute value? Okay, so if I had addition, I undo it by subtracting. If I had dividing, I undo it by multiplying. You undo absolute value by writing out both possibilities. Okay, this x minus 3 could be a positive 9 because the absolute value of 9 is 9, or this value here could be a negative 9 because the absolute value of negative 9 is 9. Okay, 9 is 9 spaces away from 0, and negative 9 is 9 spaces away from 0. So to undo the absolute value, to be able to get rid of them, you have to write both options. X minus 3 can be 9, or x minus 3 can be negative 9. And then from there, you continue to solve both of them. So I've undone the absolute value. Now I need to undo subtracting by 3. We undo that by adding. Negative 3 plus 3 is 0. So you have x equals 12. Right? There's the answer that they told you. And then we're going to add 3 here. X equals negative 6. So the value of one of the solutions is 12. What's the value of the other one? X equals negative 6. And you can go back and check both of them. 12 minus 3, absolute value equals 9. 12 minus 3 is 9. The absolute value of 9 is 9. And then replacing x with its value, negative 6. Negative 6 minus 3 is negative 9. The absolute value of negative 9 is 9. So there's my answer for number 36.